Hi folks, welcome back to Three Barrow Farm. Just like us, plants enjoy the benefits and nutrients of a tea. So today I'm going to make a tea for my garden out of this yarrow and some of the comfrey I have growing in my garden. Firstly, for this, I have an old pillowcase which has gone a bit rotten, so this is perfect for the tea bag for my tea. And then I have my clippers, of course. I've got my Felco 300s here and a bucket. Now this is the biggest bucket I could find. It's an 11-litre pail bucket with a lid as well, but it probably would be ideal if I had found a larger bucket, but however we are going to use this one. So I'm going to use this pillowcase to place everything that I chop into. Just a heads up today, we're having difficulties with our solar system at the moment and we have the generator on at the moment, so if you hear a low rumble in the background, that's what it is. So yarrow has many benefits, the leaves and the flowers. Medicinally, I use the white yarrow. You wouldn't want to be using the yellow yarrow for medicinal purposes. You can use the pink, however. So medicinally for tea, it is great for fevers. And then as a balm or a poultice, it's good for bites and, bug bites and stings and things like that. But the wonderful thing about yarrow is that it mines nutrients really far down into the ground. So quite like comfrey, it has really long roots and it brings up phosphorus and calcium and magnesium as well. In some of my readings too, people have said that it brings up copper as well. Now, there's not really any evidence yet to know for sure whether if you just chop this and drop it down on the garden, whether it gives the nutrients there. But there's definitely been gardeners out there that have said that this plant benefits their garden, their vegetables and their flowers. It brings so many beneficial insects into the garden as well. Often I'll find ladybirds hiding in here and spiders. I'm trying not to put any of these in my tea bag today. So making a tea is a great way of getting in control of this plant as well, because as you can see, it's growing down over my pathways and it's bending its body. It's going quite long. It grows up to, well, it's supposed to grow up to about 3 feet high, but I think it's actually growing taller than that. The flowers on this yarrow are very pretty too, and I like to dry them and arrange them in dry flower arrangements for my house. So you can benefit from these in the off season as well if you dry them. Okay, I filled up quite a decent amount of yarrow into this pillowcase, and if I put it in here, it's taking up almost a quarter of the container that I have here. So let's go over to our comfrey and collect some comfrey. So here we have our comfrey, which most of you will know is a fantastic plant to have in your garden, especially to grow it near fruit trees, as well as the roots go so far down that they bring up so many beneficial nutrients and minerals. So I'm going to chop these leaves up a bit to sort of break them up because they're so large, and then I'm going to chuck them in with the yarrow into this pillowcase. So I'm going to chop some of the flower stems off as well because I don't really need the seeds going everywhere. I've already got some baby comfrey plants growing here and there, and I'll leave a couple of the flower stems though, just in case. So I might leave these ones here. So people have used comfrey to just chop and drop and use as mulch as well. And I've heard that the benefits of it can come through by doing that, but by making a tea, by adding water to it and really seeping out the nutrients out of these leaves, I think we'll get more out of it this way. Okay, I think that is a perfect amount of leaves in my tea bag. So let's go and grab the water. Okay, now we just need to add water. I have the tea bag secured under the handle of the bucket here, so it won't sink into the water. And we're going to end up letting this steep for 1 to 3 weeks, the longer the better. And when it starts to really smell, you know that then it is ready to use. And you're going to want to dilute this mixture with water before you use it on your garden. So you don't want to use it straight because it's going to be too strong. So I would dilute it to at least a 3-to-1 ratio, or even a 10-to-1 ratio, depending on how you feel, but you definitely want to dilute it between either 3 or 10-to-1. So say if you put 1 cup of this comfrey tea, you want to put at least 3 or 10 cups of clean water into the mixture that you're going to spray or water over your plants. And this tea bag can be used again. We can do a second tea with it, with what's chopped in here. It will be less potent. So maybe when you come to use it again, you want to do a 3-to-1 ratio to get the benefits. I will pop back again in another video to show you this tea, and we'll see how we go. But I'm going to leave it for 1 to 3 weeks. I can see that there are a few bugs in the top of my tea bag crawling around. They're ladybirds. Let's save the ladybirds. Oh my goodness. It's so difficult. I shook a lot of things out, but there you go. There's still lots of bugs in here. I think I've gotten, oh, there's one more. I'm going to leave it loosely today just in case there are any more ladybirds, and then I shall tie it up and pop it under here to secure the tea bag. So there we are. There is a beneficial tea you can easily whip up to help feed your garden. I'm looking forward to using this. I will check in a week's time, and then perhaps in 3 weeks' time, to see how it's going and how it smells. And I look forward to bringing you another video again soon. Take care, my friends. I hope your garden is thriving. See you next time.